All right, guys, this is another episode of my life, and in this one, I'm going to talk about the house in Switzerland where my parents lived. Now, I don't know for sure if this was the very first one where we lived or not, because my parents were pretty much nomads, and nomads. Well, I'm not sure how you say it. Like to move around, so they moved and changed houses very frequently. Possibly every 2 or 3 years they would change houses. So it's hard for me to remember exactly which house this was, and that's why the confusion may happen. But one of the important things to remember here is that in this particular house, there was, I believe, a very long corridor, and that corridor led to a window. Now, you guys know how I'm fascinated by robots, right? I'm fascinated by robots because my father always worked in pharmaceutical companies and stuff like that, so big pharma, and so he traveled a lot. But he also worked a lot in, yes, you guessed it, Japan. So in Japan, they were way, way, way ahead with technology back then, and so from time to time he would bring back home some of these really cool robots. And so my dad brought me one of these really cool robots, and I would drag it around the house. Everywhere I went, I'd have this robot with me. And one time I remember that obviously my dad was not around because he was on a trip or whatever, and my mom was probably not sure if she was at home. She did a lot of work, so she worked a lot at university teaching Italian and stuff. So I was probably at home alone with the nanny, and at one point I remember that I decided to go check out and play with this robot next to the window. Yes, you guessed it. I wasn't very aware of my surroundings at that point because I was really young, and probably did not really get much training when it came down to understanding space and all that stuff. So I decided to climb up on a ledge and play with it on the ledge so I could see down. I had this beautiful view. I'm not sure how many stories up it was, but it was pretty high. And so as I was playing with this robot, the robot falls out of my hand and drops all the way down. Possibly, I don't know exactly if I could see it when it actually smashed into the ground or not, but anyway, I lost it. And I, obviously, as a child, was very worried about it, so I tried to reach out and get it, and I was about to fall out of the window when my nanny came out and grabbed me and saved me. At least that's the way I remember it. So anyway, for all the bad luck that I've been having recently and all that stuff and many years of this, that, and the other, I was a pretty lucky child, gotta tell you. I don't know if I would have made it to be able to make these videos at this point, right? If I had just fallen out of the window at that point. But anyway, that's how I remember it. I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know. Those are my recollections and some of the earliest memories that I have. So there we have it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.